Hey YouTube, Ultra Maximus back with another toy review. This time we're going to take a look at the fourth of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Donatello, who is actually my favorite of all the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. He always has been for some reason. And yeah, he's just really cool. I like his bow staff. I like just like the big wooden bow staff, just clobber living tar at people. And he was always fun to play in the video game. And he was kind of the the nerdy inventor guy and made all the gadgets and everything. And he kind of has that same personality in this series, which is kind of cool. Yeah, he's kind of the geek outsider of the group, which I've always liked, and they really play on that in this new series, this reboot. And if you haven't seen it, it's a really good show. I can't say enough about it. It's well written, it's funny. And as I've said in all the other ones, it reminds me of the Teen Titans, which was another show that I really liked. And it's getting back to them being kids, learning to be a team, lots of internal conflict, very good stuff, development, growth, all that kind of good things, which makes storytelling interesting. So really dig it. Here he is in his package. Just kind of, yep, it's got the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles by Nickelodeon. Donatello, he's an inventor and weaponizer, or weaponeer. Okay, yeah, sure. Again, the wraparound artwork from the show on the package, which is really cool. I really dig that. And of course, you get the little shell blister pack, which is nice. There's the back of the package, picture of him from the show, and he's got kind of this split tooth thing going on, which is kind of cool. He's very differently shaped than the others. Here's his bio if you want to pause and read that. Of course, you can cut that out and make a nice little card. And all the other figures you can buy too. So yeah, looking pretty cool. Let's get this guy out of the package and see what we think of him. Alright, so here we have Donatello out of his package. And he's really cool. He's a different mold, like all the others are. He's got totally different head sculpt, and he doesn't even have teeth showing. He's got this kind of scowl look going on. Looks kind of dark and brooding, which is unlike the character on the show. He's actually pretty jovial. Now, he's got his head articulations a little bit better. His neck sticks out where the others really don't. He's got kind of this long neck, which kind of makes for some nice poses. He's got his bow staff here. Now, it's kind of funny because on the back of the packaging, it says he uses a naginata, which is a 6-foot bow staff with a blade. That is not his weapon. He comes with one. There's a naginata. And he's got the three-tier nunchuck. I forget what those are called. And he's got some different throwing stars. Kind of nasty looking throwing stars. But yeah, that's the naginata. That is not. That's just a bow staff. And there is no way that's 6 foot tall, because that would make him 7 foot tall, and that's just not the case on the show. So that's totally inaccurate. But yeah, all in all, really digging him. Here he is in comparison to the other figures. He's a lot lighter than Raphael, who's turns out to be the darkest of all of the figures, and his shell is a lot lighter. He's got like 3 little scratch marks on his front shell, which is kind of cool. I'm really digging that. Here he is in comparison to Michelangelo. He is more of a pale green than Michelangelo, who's more of like a yellowy green. Their shells are very similar in color. Donatello's is just a lot longer. It's a more oval-looking shell than Michelangelo's. And then here he is in comparison to Leonardo. He's a little bit taller than Leo. He's a little bit lighter than Leo in his skin, and his shell is a little paler, I think, than Leonardo's. Very similar, but just a little bit paler. So yeah, pretty cool. And I love how each shell has its own different pattern. If you actually look at them, the shell pattern is very different, which is very cool. Again, great articulation. He's got like the longest, I think, of the little bandanas going on there. He's got this nice little, actually not very little, huge belt buckle, this brass belt buckle on there, which is very cool. And then he's got some stitching down there where it attaches to the belt and just looks really, really nice. I'm really digging it. The bow staff even has some nice detail to it. The problem with it is just not long enough. He should have, if he's 4 foot something, this thing should be, it should be a lot taller than him, and it's not even as tall as he is, which is unfortunate. I think the staff should be like up to here. So it should almost have another quarter of length on there. But yeah, I like how it's not just a uniform stick. They actually did put detail into it. It's got the wrap on it. It'd been nice if they would have painted that. That would have been kind of cool, but it is what it is. And then the back of his belt has the holding piece for it, and you just slide it right in, and there he is with his bow staff. So yeah, pretty cool. I'm really digging the guy. Again, he was my favorite as a kid and in the comic books and the old show, and he's pretty darn cool looking right here. I'd like to see him with a black bandana for some reason. I think this figure would look good in that sculpt. It'd be nice if they would redo, do an edition of these figures and put them all in red headbands, kind of a classic Eastman and Laird look. I think that would be very cool and be kind of a neat little mod that you could do. I suppose you could get another set of them and paint them all that way. So yeah, very cool. Good set. If you're a fan of the property, if you like the Ninja Turtles, this is definitely a series that you should probably pick up. I think they're worth it. They're well priced. They are highly, highly detailed, very well articulated, and just really nice homage and a new upbeat version of the figures. So they knocked it out of the park with these guys. So thanks for watching, and look for more videos in the future.